Hello and welcome to this session. It's a de-stress session for you, and my plan is to run the session for about 20 minutes and then afterwards to drop in a few tips about how you can get out of a stressy head and simple little things that can help you reset yourself if you're feeling overwhelmed. So to start with, just sit somewhere comfortably, make sure that you're not going to be disturbed, shut the door, keep the pets out, tell your colleagues not to interrupt you if you're in a meeting room in your office. And just get comfortable. Put your feet flat on the floor. Be aware of how your body feels in your chair. And just bring your attention in to yourself and consciously give yourself permission to spend this 20 minutes with yourself, leaving everything else outside. And gently bring your attention into your breath without forcing it, just watching it flow in and out of your body. Become aware of the rise and fall of your chest, the expansion and contraction of your lungs and your rib cage. And gradually just becoming more centered within your body while watching your breath. And now imagine that your in-breath is coming up the back of your body. Your out-breath is going down the front of your body, creating a circuit up the back and down the front. Noticing how it's getting a bit slower and longer. There's a bit of a pause between the up and the down, and the down and the up. Then notice your sitting bones and how supported they feel. And then bring your attention to the soles of your feet. And their connection with the ground. And now take your attention to the base of your spine and imagine a strong, thin silver thread extending from the base of your spine down into the earth, down, 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 and securing itself around a big boulder in the center of the earth. Now bring your attention back to your chest and the rise and fall of your breath. And then up into your head to the left side of your brain. Acknowledge the fact that it's works so hard and busy for you. Just be aware that you're giving it permission just to calm down, to during this little session. And then your attention, bring it down just generally to the left side of your body, down the left side of your neck, your left arm, your left leg, left side of your body. And then to the right side of your body. Just feel everything within your body, calm and peaceful. Then bring your attention to your solar plexus in your abdomen above your belly button. The solar plexus energy center is the seat of your personal power, where your sense of yourself sits. There's also an awareness of feeling pressure and panicked generally in your abdomen. You know, our gut is where we experience so much. So there's now a consciousness of allowing that to release the tension and the stuff associated with that, allowing that to release down and out through your root chakra, through the base of your spine, down into the earth. We have lots of triggers for panic and anxiety, as you will well know. But what's being focused on right now is the connection of that to time and time passing and restriction due to time and the pressure that our sense of time can bring. So this is connecting up to the heart center and then also to a consciousness of allowing, releasing. I should explain that in these sessions, purely by shining a light of awareness on something, allows it to dissolve, to move on, to release. And there's no sense of negativity or judgment with anything that comes up in these sessions. Everything comes up in order to be rebalanced so that you feel easier. So we have this sense of releasing. And then there's our attention is being drawn back to your chest area in general. To your heart center, to the middle of your center, to your connection with your inner self, and to your higher self as well, and to your grounded self, and this sense of flow between all these different aspects of you. And it's as though this flow is moving up the back of you and down the front. So we have this sense of circuit, a flow of energy. And a consciousness of not attaching to judgment. You know, part of the human condition is either to judge others or to feel judged by others. And so this whole um, concept of judgment is having a light shone on it in order to release the weight attached to that, to release the attachment to judgment, so that we feel lighter and easier and freer and happier. And let's focus back on the breath, back on the base of your spine and on your sitting bones, this consciousness of feeling rooted and grounded. There's also consciousness of pacing yourself. So this is connecting to the time focus that we had just a bit earlier. Pacing yourself in a way that feels right for you. Pacing yourself in a way that allows you to breathe and to connect to your solar plexus, to your sense of yourself, to your sense of personal power, so that you have time to breathe, really, and to appreciate your experience of life. And then being drawn up to your higher chest and below the base of the throat. So we've got the higher heart and your throat energy centers here. The throat is all to do with your self-expression and communication and giving. You know, we often find it easier to give than to receive. And if, as I say that, you felt a kind of acknowledgement with that, this, by coming up in the session, will rebalance that giving and receiving duo, that pairing, so that it's a more balanced thing for you. We can often feel pulled in so many different directions and awkward, so as far as giving goes, and then awkward when actually life presents you with a receiving opportunity. And this is being focused on so that you feel easier about receiving in just a light and grateful, easy way. Now, being drawn back up to the energy center at the base of your throat, your communication and self-expression. And this is, and it came up in tandem with the higher heart. So this is to do with you speaking your truth from your heart space that is aligned with you in the middle of your center, in your inner self. And so there is now this expanded sense of communication. So while this could be any aspect of your life that is being focused on, as this session is to do with mental health in the workspace, there is a particular focus here as I'm speaking on the communications you have at work. And it's really to allow the mutual two-way opening up of, so this will work with you and whoever else you are communicating with, to allow for honest and loving exchange of communication, of ideas, in a way that actually allows any potential barriers to fall away so that you actually can achieve far more than you imagined might have been possible beforehand. And for new and innovative sparks of potential to materialize as a result of this um, different quality of communication that is being opened up in a natural and easy way. Connected to your heart center, to it's coming from a space where there's an awareness of um, the highest possible good. It's a loving space. It's a heart centered space. Um, and as I say, there is the awareness within this of this the energy of the intention here being not only um, encompassing you, but your other the other parts of conversations you have, and the energy of this will continue rolling forward as uh, as do the energies of these sessions. There's um, just what happens. Um, so now there's a sense of coming back into awareness of your solar plexus, your sense of self, your sense of personal power. And that's then connecting down to the energy center at the base of your spine, which is all to do with your um, um, foundations in life, but how safe you feel as well. And that's connecting back up to your heart space, to your connection uh, to your inner self. And there's also here around this focus on your heart space, an awareness of emotional balance coming in. So the heart energy can range from anything from, deep depression to absolute joy and everything in between. And so it's really acknowledging the scope of emotional potential, but also the um, the focus is on finding that perfect balance for you that really feels aligned to you, to who you are, to your natural state of um, equilibrium. And there's also now a focus on the breath and on the pause. And we have here recognition or a kind of reminder that really we can only be creative when there is the space to be creative. So pausing is important. And so there is a concept of the pause coming into this session, being brought in. This recognition of creative potential in the space of the pause. And now there is a settled feeling coming in. And the focus on your lower abdomen, on your intestines, and they're associated in Chinese medicine with holding and letting go. So this is really from a big picture perspective on, not hanging on to stuff that no longer serves you. By that I mean worries or emotions or thoughts or, the sort of stuff that we can hang on to at a cellular level. It's just a permission to let anything that no longer serves you to fall away, to flow down through your body and out through the base of your spine and through the soles of your feet into the earth. And the earth loves to receive and is very happy to receive. And there's an exchange. So you'll feel this sense of flow down and out through your body, but also simultaneously activation of like tingling through the arch, through the soles of your feet, and realization that you've got earth energy coming back up into your body. So there's this U shape of energy in effect. So you've got the releasing of energy down through your body and then the uptake of earth energy into your body. Now this is grounding, which I'm really, it comes up in all my sessions. I talk about it a lot. We have excess positive charge in our bodies. And when we actually physically have our feet on the bed, our bare feet on the ground releases negative ions. And so we are absorbing those. So we are neutralizing the excess positive charge in our body. So this is what's happening with this intention. Because you can physically do these things or you can imagine doing them. And obviously we are imagining it in the context of the session, but it's equally as powerful. And now the focus is back on the breath and on relaxing again into your sitting bones, into the soles of your feet. And just there's an awareness of feeling free and spacious in your upper body. And there's light coming in, which always, to me, represents healing and potential in my sessions. And there's another connection to your solar plexus, to your sense of yourself, up to your throat again, and then to your eyes and your sense of vision. So this could be to do with your physical sense of vision, your eyeballs, the optic nerves, the bits of the brain that deal with your vision. That's one aspect, but you could also be dealing with the bigger picture, how you're viewing, how you're perceiving the world around you, and also how you're perceiving your own internal world as well. And it's a bit like having a window clean, where you, by this coming up in the session, you're giving yourself better clarity of interpretation, both of the world around you and of what's going on in your own internal world as well. And it's enabling a greater connection to your sense of self as well. And then we've got the breath coming in again, and then an awareness of the movement of your body associated with the breath, the expansion and contraction with your breath. And the gradual awareness being brought down to the base of your spine, to the energy center there, and to your sitting bones, and then to a sense of grounding again, and releasing and settling. And then we've got the Aum coming in, this lovely resonating sound, vibration that is synchronizing everything from a vibrational perspective, everything that's come up in this session with you, to your heart center, to your throat energy center, to your expressions, your communications. And then into your head, into your brain, focusing on how you're understanding everything and seeing things more clearly now. It's like there's a clarity washing through you. And there's a consciousness of discernment coming in. So this is the ability to um, prioritize, know what's important, what's less important. And then that's connecting to your spinal cord, to your central nervous system, but particularly to the spinal cord in the middle of your back, and then to the nerves that come out from the spinal cord that feed your body. And there's consciousness of your fight or flight response calming down, which in turn allows for a greater clarity of thinking and discernment. And then connecting to your heart center and to your sense of yourself and to grounding again. And we got the breath coming back in. And grounding again. And the breath again. Just become aware of your breath. And that's the end of the session. So just take a moment or two to start to breathe a bit more deeply. Come back into your body. Start to move, open your eyes when you're ready. And smile. And this actually wasn't on my list of things to share with you, but I think this is actually probably the most important thing now, thinking about it, which is that if you're so I'm now into the part of this recording, by the way, that is I'm going to share with you various tips and tricks that you can use that are easy and will help you feel better and also help you to reset yourself if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed. So the smile. Now, this is a very interesting thing, but actually the brain can't tell the difference between you forcing a smile and you actually smiling. So if you're feeling heavy and gloomy or overwhelmed, even if it feels like a grimace, if you force a smile onto your face, all the kind of stressy chemicals in your body will stop being produced because instead of whatever was setting them off still being there, your brain is receiving the message that everything's okay. So actually, it's very interesting because for me, when I tune into myself and I put a smile on my face, it's almost like I can feel my insides being pulled up a bit. I know it sounds a bit weird. But anyway, what I would suggest is while we're in this space now, just shut your eyes for a moment without a smile on your face. And then put a smile on your face and just see, it may only be a quick flutter of an awareness, but see if in your tummy you can sense some kind of upward motion. I find this is quite a useful technique. And it's easy, it's free, and what's not to love about that? So there we go. An additional one for some of the ones that are on my list. I'll just see. Um, um, just wondering if I've got time to do. Maybe I'll just got time to do a couple more for you. So the grounding I mentioned, so I don't really need to go into that anymore because you have the information about that in the session. And the heart breath. Focusing on your breath anyway is a really good way of resetting your brain. So because your brain can't think of more than one thing at a time. So if you suddenly take your focus away from whatever and just bring it into watching your breath, it immediately just cuts the connection with whatever it was that you were involved with. So it resets you. And an even more powerful one is to imagine that you're breathing in and out of the center of your chest through your heart center, in effect, because this connects you to yourself, and you will gradually start to feel a sense of warmth as you do this in your chest that will gradually spread out. And it just allows you very easily and simply to reconnect with yourself. So there we go. I hope that was all helpful and useful for you. If you'd like to find out about my sessions or what else I am up to, amandaweller.com will take you to my website. Bye for now.